If my name was Barack Obama, there's a whole lot you'd know about me. You know that my father was from Kenya and that my mother grew up in the United States of America. You'd know that I was a constitutional lawyer and a community organizer, and now that I'm President of the United States. In fact, being Barack Obama, I'm now very famous. And there's a whole lot you know about me, Barack. But I'm not Barack. I'm some other guy. I'm some guy you don't know. And this is no accident. The fact is, we don't really know each other as a people. Americans, we're pretty much in the dark when it comes to knowing each other. This is not a coincidence. Corporate media has no interest in creating an environment in which we know each other. Famous people are far more lucrative. For the checks and balances, we have the right-wing media. The right-wing media has the best interests of corporations in mind as well. There's really just no point in asking them to do anything. Now, when it comes to progressive media, you have 2 million internet activists who are all hooked up and personally well-funded. And those people have the right idea, many of them. But for the other 298 million Americans who consume their media passively, the fact is the Republicans are getting their slick, well-produced message out very well. And this is a major problem. The problem is that they are getting a mandate to put Barack Obama, with one of the greatest progressive movements in the history of the United States, on the defensive in the House, allowing the House members to vote en masse against him for his stimulus package. They are, in fact, in a position of power. How can this possibly happen? Well, the reason is Barack hasn't released the progressive movement that got him elected back to us, and we remain invisible to each other. What's the problem with us remaining invisible to each other? Well, we continue not to know each other. If we can't inspire Republican people with the stories of Americans, we have no chance. If we don't rebuild the broken national media, which is much like our broken infrastructure, in major disrepair and credibility, we have no chance. If we don't recreate a sense of shared destiny among each other, we have no chance. If we do not offer conclusive proof of a unified, coherent whole people, we cease to function. And in fact, the Republicans win by obstructing progressive politics. So Barack, we need our movement back, and progressive media, we need funding. We need a lot of funding. Why? Without it, we're all in the dark. And if we're in the dark, we stay in the dark. And as long as we stay in the dark, nothing happens. And as long as nothing happens, Barack's movement dies, because he needs people outside of D.C. to give him the mandate to get this stuff done. That's a fact. That's what needs to happen. It's that simple.